Hi, my name is Mitchell Kraus, and I would like to share my experiences with you, spiritual and thoughts of knowing. I practice Eckhart Tolle's book of spiritual practice. For me, that was not the answer, because you're not supposed to be aware outside of the mind of your thoughts, because that in there is not being present in the moment, which is what it said, the now. The now. But the now does not have to be experienced in one way or fashion. Some choose to live it in peace and let the thoughts occur without manifestations. I did practice spirituality for 4.5 years, and I reached a level of what you would call a Zen or master, but my knowingness and connectivity with the One of all Divinity, which is just the energy within us. It's within all nature and everywhere. It's pure energy. Then when you find yourself as thyself, as said in the Bible, when Jesus said he was the Son of God, well, I say everybody is, but there's no name for the wisdom that speaks but is not known and never presents itself as I or you, because this deep wisdom and knowing is from the Spirit itself. Before I ever started spirituality, I had a brain scan, and it showed that my spiritual mind was that of a Zen master, of a monk, that it had that special connection and that I was highly intuitive. And you know what the odd part is? I have foretold my future like just 3 hours ahead of time, and I feel that, and it's weird, but it's proven consistent over a long period of time, to the point where it comes to the exact time of when something happens. Exact time. And there's more to share about how this universe came into being. It's just one energy source, which its opposite, love and fear, combined as one. And the two opposites don't stick together, but they mold it as one. And boom. Well, there were 3 atoms created first, after the Big Bang. These 3 atoms is what's capable for life. These 3 atoms are on every planet that is capable for life. There are 3 atoms within our atmosphere that created life in this universe itself, that build upon those original atoms. And there is something called free energy, which has been, anybody who tries to market it gets either killed or their laboratories burnt down. But free energy is in control by one group. I don't know. I know that there is military and there is government behind this. They don't speak about it because of the technologies behind it. Well, imagine all the matter and food you wanted. It all comes from our atmosphere and it goes in the ground, and there's oil. Well, you can create a technology that can mimic these atoms and create matter of your own with free energy to anything that we have on Earth, naturally, we can get from the atoms themselves in our atmosphere. And those three atoms, and also when the universe came into being, there was created that which is here, that which is there, and that which is neither. So past, future, present, but the present is the unmanifested. And that's, in the unmanifested is where you find the divinity within you, and the connectivity to the source itself as one. Thyself, as Jesus said, the Son of God. In my experiences, I got put on medication that I switched from previously for ADD, OCD, and Tourette's. But these medications didn't have a good effect. They had a bad adverse side effect, and I forgot like everything I learned. So it's like rebuilding from the foundations of where I started after all these practices and knowings. Which brought me to the thought of religion, which is just a belief thought is truth, but any common sense says a belief is not truth. It's only truth when it is experienced, or is it a past event that occurred? That's actuality. And so that just justifies what people believe in may not be truth at all. Maybe what is all the religions have caused is nothing too good, but has helped people. But during Jesus' time, there's been many wars and controversy. I don't judge them. I'm just speaking the truth about what religion has caused. It's not a bad thing. But if you know you're one self with the Creator, but look at him as look at it. See, that's religion, him. There's no name for the source or it. If you do look at it as higher than yourself with an act of faith, it does have positive repercussions to it. It has positive effects, and it can give you faith. If you say if you give yourself to God, you're giving it to yourself. Really, you're God within you, connecting yourself with the source of creation, which, in fact, just during creation, it was one self. We were all one energy. This energy divided itself and chose to forget who it was and its physical beings. So we are on a journey to remember, which is what is called evolution. It's a process of remembering, not learning. Learning goes against the true nature of who you are. It's the opposite. It's undoing. And then the remembering begins. There's so much I know and understand, from a DNA level to mind, body, spirit, which also was at the beginning of creations, the three atoms, the past, present, future, which the present is the key to finding this divinity within you. But it's the hardest thing for us to do. It's hard to undo all the repetitive thought processes you've had. That's why it's been called spirituality, but people practice for 20 years and do not get it, or don't reach that unmanifested. It's hard. There were many ups and downs when I originally started. For years, ups and downs. But it becomes more present than not, till it is fully. But when you screw up your brain chemistry by a doctor's orders, it kind of got you out of that. So it's been a process of rehabilitating myself. And this is just one aspect of truth which you may judge or not. You may get angry, but that's not the point. The point is I'm just sharing these truths with you, and we'll continue.